Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would have loved to have had this debate back in May, so at least we could have a document that we would have been working on and have public debates on the best possible way to address the spending problems, the best way we could get this funding to our schools, human service agencies, and county and municipal governments. I was calling on for that back in April. We should have done it. Those agencies, those municipal governments, last year, we didn't give them the opportunity to plan. Mr. Speaker, I value the time that we've spent on the merits of the detrimental effects or the merits of the budgets that we had last year. I've learned a lot, a tremendous amount from those discussions. I've remarked to friends and family, I feel like I've worked on a master's degree last year over this whole situation. However, with this bill, we're saddling our taxpayers with higher taxes to fund higher spending, which does not address the cost drivers of our budget. You heard me remark last week about the median income dropping. Well, in my district, I got the numbers today. In 1999, the median income was $44,114. Today, it's $42,974, a drop of $1,140. While the rest of the state, the nation, has dropped $80, my folks have lost over $1,100 in annual income. In this Commonwealth, while the number of people employed continues to decline, while the median income of Pennsylvanians continue to decline, while small business owners are closing down or moving across the state line, we are about to increase state government by 3% more than Pennsylvania's economic growth. In the midst of two-parent families like the one I described last week, who now have to have 4 or more jobs to get close to what they were making with 2, or just cover the expenses, the civil servants they are being forced to pay for have seen tens of thousands of dollars of increase in their revenue. Increases without a promotion. In the midst of Obamacare driving up the out-of-pocket expenses by upwards of $2,000 a year, those families have to read about how not only are university professors they employ shielded from those increases by the money coming from that family's pay, but those professors are demanding those families pay for the professors' membership to health clubs. Mr. Speaker, when those people in the public sector, the servants of those families, are making more than their employers, especially when those employers are good, hard-working people, the world is upside down. When the growth of government is 5 times any projected growth on our citizens' ability to pay, we're making economic decisions that, in terms of their livelihoods, it handcuffs them. It drops them to their knees. While it's important to move the budget process forward, I know we can continue to work on to improve it and ensure that we fund the priorities of Pennsylvania without taking more from the taxpayers. There are things out there that we can address, but we have to have the ability, we have to have the motivation, we have to have the desire to actually take it on. And unfortunately, because we didn't do this in May, we haven't done that this year. Today I'm a no on this, but as it moves through the legislative process, I hope I can support the next iteration. But we really do need to realize what we're doing to the people in the working class in this Commonwealth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, sir.